Today, after almost a century of trying, today, after over a year of debate, today, after all the votes have been tallied, health insurance reform becomes law in the United States of America.
I've got to use every pen, so it's going to take a really long time.
Judicial Watch recently announced that they received documents from the eyes revealing the Obama rise coordinated with the Department of Health and Human Services and the Obama White House Behavioral Sciences team in a $5 million program to pressure Americans to sign up for Obamacare. Even worse, the documents also contain interagency agreements between the eyes and the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services devised to circumvent potential legal prohibitions on unauthorized disclosure or inspection of taxpayer information collected by the eyes, says Judicial Watch. If Obamacare is so great, why did they have to bully and threaten Americans like a Mayfair shakedown? The documents were produced under court order in an April 2017 Judicial Watch Freedom of Information Act lawsuit against the eyes and HHS filed after agencies failed to respond to November 2016 FOIA requests for or records concerning eyes efforts to reach out to individuals who either claimed an exemption or paid a penalty for failing to purchase mandatory health insurance under the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. Such records include, but are not limited to, communications, policies, and procedures pursuant to such efforts. Samples of any letters, notices or other materials prepared and or sent to taxpayers encouraging the purchase of mandatory health insurance, and any records regarding cooperation between eyes and the Department of Health and Human Services, or any other government entity, whether state or federal, regarding efforts to reach out to individuals who have not purchased mandatory health insurance. Such records include, but are not limited to, communications, agreements, memoranda of understanding, and any other interagency communications. Of special interest are any such records regarding the sharing of protected taxpayer information. The creepy letters were drafted with input from the White House Behavioral Sciences team and CMS, and have been approved by CMS. The eyes staff provided a lot of assistance on the PDF. Judicial Watch released documents showing the letters targeted people who legally refused to sign up for Obamacare or claimed an exemption. Here's what the letter says to people who claimed an exemption. Why am I getting this letter? The law requires people to have a minimum level of health coverage, quality for an exemption, or pay a penalty when they file their taxes. Our records show you claimed an exemption from the health coverage requirement when you filed your 2015 taxes. If you or someone in your family doesn't have health insurance or an exemption next year, you'll likely owe a penalty for 2017. We are writing to make sure you know how you can avoid this penalty by signing up for health insurance or getting an exemption. It appears that the Obama administration knew they were possibly violating the law regarding taxpayer confidentiality. They also sent this disclosure. Inspection or disclosure by employee of United States. If any officer or employee of the United States knowingly, or by reason of negligence, inspects or discloses any return information with respect to a taxpayer in violation of any provision of Section 6103, such taxpayer may bring a civil action for damages against the United States in a district court of the United States. According to Judicial Watch, HHS may have overstepped its authority by threatening people with penalty fees. How much will my penalty be next year if I don't sign up? The penalty for not having any health coverage or an exemption in 2017 will be at least $695 per adult and $347 per child, up to $2,085 per family, and could be more, depending on your income. President of Judicial Watch Tom Fitton had this to say about the new Obama rise scandal uncovered. So now we have more evidence of more Obama rise abuses targeting innocent Americans, all in the name of Obamacare. No wonder it took a federal lawsuit and court order to get these documents, as they show the Obama White House and its agencies were happy to threaten and treat Americans like lab rats in order to bolster Obamacare. This new development shouldn't surprise us, as this is the same eyes that gave a satanic group tax-exempt status in 10 days, while Christian groups waited years.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you. Everybody, please have a seat. Thank you.